So I've brought Bloody Omaha, which is my representation of Omaha Beach landings on D-Day. So I've built a scale model of the whole of Omaha Beach, which runs to 16 feet in length and covers in small scale detail the whole of the Omaha Beach landing zone. So I'm using 6mm figures for the majority of the battle, and the rule system is All Hell Let Loose by David Wasilewski, available at Wargames Vault. I'll put that plug in there for him. So they're a 6mm World War II rule set that I've adapted for this specific scenario. So unusually for this game, there are only US players. So the US player actually adjudicates the German fire against his own troops. So they get to experience the horror of the landings, the joy of moving their men forward, and then unfortunately the sad reality of them being mown down. But they do that all themselves, and that way there's no need for to wait for anybody. And each particular section of the game plays at its own pace. And that allows us to have about 6 different players playing, and they can come and go as a participation game and run that entirely as they wish. So far has been incredibly positive. The reaction from the guys that play tested it for me was overwhelmingly positive, despite the fact that they spent an entire day playing, and all that happened was they gradually got men closer and closer and closer to exiting the beach. Today we've been full for most of the day. It's slowing down a bit now, but I think that's normal. But there's a couple of guys just to my right here that have been playing since the morning. I've reminded them that they need to go and have lunch, but they're still here and they're still playing. So I think they must be really enjoying themselves. And the great news is that they've been playing for so long now. There's no umpire involvement. They know exactly what they're doing, and they're just running through the whole thing. It's fantastic. Really, really pleased.
So I'm Mike Jones, ex-Royal Air Force. Been wargaming for 40, 50 years nearly, since it was like Monopoly. Not that old. So yeah, over the years, tournament player, all that, die hard. And then decided to look a bit more fun. Let's start playing for fun. American War of Independence, had an interest with American friends who ironically talk about, we kicked your butt. Oh, did you? Oh, okay, all right. And then you read the history and go, actually, it's far more complicated, far more interesting. And what he had was a very good British army. And then I saw the Perry twins, their figures for Foundry, and fell in love with it. So I never looked back. So what we've done, we decided to take the Two Fat Lardies sharp practice skirmish game on a bigger scale. We're going to do it battle level at the tail end of the Battle of Guilford Courthouse, 1781. And this is a battle where the British won, but it was such a Pyrrhic victory. Lord Cornwallis took his little army into Virginia to rest and recuperate, a little place called Yorktown. And that led to the end of the war and the defeat of the British and Americans not paying taxes for over 250 years. However, what's happening today, the British have made such an encroachment on the flank and possibly the rear, they'd still be part of the British Empire today. Yeah, a lot of the initial reaction, people who play sharp practice cannot believe that we're doing a battle, because it's a skirmish game. Even Richard Clark came along and went, really? It works, Richard, it's fine. And it does work, it's a really good mechanism. Simple, instead of going down to regimental commanders, we've gone up to brigade commanders, and that's it. And that's all we did. 1 man per 20, works really well.